Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm laughing because of the still image on my computer that you can probably see right there. What is this? Oh, I have not seen this one yet. This is her Foodie Beauty's The Best Poutine in Cornwall, Ontario Mukbang, an airplane drama. Have not seen this yet. Haven't even listened to it. Haven't even watched Pulpy watch it yet. So this is brand new to me. I assume this is POOTSINE, but let's watch, shall we? I've got her sped up to 1.25, just a heads up. So let's go. Best poutine on wall, Cornwall.
Hello guys, hello.
Okay, so she's at mom's house. She's at her mom's. Okay, cool. She's eating on what looks like a plastic storage bin container lid, or possibly the whole container. So let's see.
Okay, before we start this video, I have to show you this hand cream I got.
Hemp's
White gardenia and coconut palm. It is like, it smells so good. And
so I have a theory about, everyone's always wondering, like, why does she keep buying herself like lotions and perfumes and body washes over there? I have a feeling it's because Salah doesn't let her buy this stuff in Kuwait. I think she's stocking up when she's there. That's my theory. I could be wrong, but that's just my theory.
so moisturizing. If you've ever tried it, let me know, but Hemp's is a really good brand, so just recommending that. Okay, I'm starving. So I have a Diet Coke. Has a Santa on it.
She's starving. Are we shocked? No.
That's so cute. Okay, and we have, I don't have a good mukbang setup right now.
Just tear right into the bag like a bear. Just like a bear.
But OMG. All right, this is,
now we know how big those containers are. That's not the small salad container. That's the like chicken parmesan dinner container size. That is huge. That can hold a lot of food. I think it's like 3 pounds of food you could probably fit in one of those. That's huge.
the legendary POOTSINE. Oh my gosh. It's legendary.
Did she just lick the lid?
The legendary POOTSINE. Oh my gosh.
Yep, she licked the lid. Do you know how dirty those are? I've worked in a bunch of pizza places. Those are dirty.
It's legendary. I'm telling you. Bismillah. Let me get a bite for you. I'm telling you.
That looks terrible.
Beauty bite?
I'm sorry, guys. I just can't get on board with the soggy fries. I know this is like a Canadian staple, and I'm not trying to like yuck your yum, but like, she doesn't make it look good. It just looks like there's fries swimming in cheese and gravy.
It's messy.
Like, she didn't even chew that. That's how mushy this is.
All right, guys. I'm in Canada.
We know.
POOTSINE is land, you know, like it's, Canada is POOTSINE land, basically. Big bite for you.
Yeah, okay.
And Cornwall has the best pizza and POOTSINE, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, pizza? Are you saying that Cornwall, Canada has good pizza? I'm sorry, what? No offense if you live in Cornwall or Canada in general, but no, you guys are not known for your pizza. Sorry.
At least this place.
It's like saying California is known for their pizza. They are not known for their pizza. California has the worst pizza. No offense, but the worst.
So, and yes, this is a small. So I maybe because the camera angle is so close, but
That is not a small.
oh boy, hold on.
That's a large. That is not.
I forgot the lights. I forgot the lights. All right, so I want to tell you a bit about like my travel experience.
Okay.
The Grinch. And I thought it'd be a good topic for an eat with me at the same time. There's one story, like, I wanted to know. You ever hear of, like, I think it's a subreddit, Am I the A-hole?
Yes.
And people asking who was the person in the wrong, who was the person being the jerk in the situation. So there was an incident on the plane that reminded me of this.
How much do you want to bet this is a story straight from that subreddit? Am I the asshole? How much do you want to bet? And by the still and look on her face in the still, I'm assuming I'm right.
And so I thought I would ask you guys what your opinion is on it. Oh my gosh. The gravy is special here because it's like a homemade chicken gravy. It's very peppery. It's unlike any gravy I've ever tasted. Their gravy is very unique. It's tasted the same. It's the same recipe since I was in elementary school. And this is a pizzeria owned by a previous schoolmate, one of my good friends as a child. This is a pizzeria owned by a previous schoolmate, one of my good friends as a child. Her mom and dad were Greek and they own a restaurant.
Oh, this is her friend who everyone would fight over her lunch every day. And whoever was best friends with this girl that day would get her lunch leftovers or something. That's what Chantal told us. Oh, God.
They owned Louis, and sadly the mother passed away. She was a very, very kind woman. And the dad, just this really small Greek guy, but he's so friendly, and he still works in the back with the people cooking. So all those years, the recipe for the gravy has never changed. The decor in the place has hardly changed. It looks run down, but it's like the best food. And I remember a kid in elementary being like, you know why the cheese is so good? It's shredded cheese, which is not traditional poutine cheese. Usually they use cheese curds, but a kid came up to me and told me one time, you know why the poutine is, it was legendary in school. It would be, you know, the legendary poutine in school, and kids would pass around the rumor that the cheese came from the Mafia. I don't know. So I'm going to enjoy my Mafia cheese. But yeah, I was on the plane, and everyone was embarking, you know, like getting on the plane. Boarding, sorry. And I was sitting down in my seat. People were still coming in, and this one guy was trying to look for, everyone scrambles to try to look for an overhead space, right? I mean, I don't rush to the plane other than for that reason. You know, everyone's rushing to board, and people are like, why are you rushing? Because, you know, you have an assigned seat. It's not going to go anywhere. No, it's not the seats people are fighting for. It's the overhead compartment space. It's very hard, you know, it's a pain kind of if it gets too full to find somewhere to put your bags. So there's this guy that was trying to find somewhere for his suitcase, and he wasn't really paying much attention, but he was, you know, trying to load his suitcase somewhere. So he was dealing with that. In the meantime, a woman, kind of looking impatient, holding her infant son, who was crying, was right behind him, came up behind him, waited for a few seconds, and then was like, excuse me, can you let us pass? Like, in kind of in a rude way.
I guarantee she read this on the Reddit.
Whew, Diet Coke is hitting right now. And the guy was like, wow, what do you think I'm doing there? You think I'm having a holiday? You think I'm having fun? And, Buster. Hi, Buster. Hi, Buster.
Dog hates her. My God.
You gotta go to the bathroom? I'm kind of Buster sitting right now, so I don't know if he's gonna, like, go to the door if he has to go to the bathroom, but... Buster! Hi, buddy. You need to go bathroom? I don't know about dogs. I'm not familiar. Like, what do you want?
He goes to the patio door if he wants.
Okay, anyway,
okay.
He doesn't like me either, so...
No kidding. He's the best side character you've ever had. Buster is the MVP right next to BB. I'm sorry, that's how I feel.
Hi, buddy. Do you have to go poo? You have to go pee-pee? You have to go pee-pee? It's not for long, only like an hour.
Better hurry up and eat before Mom gets home.
Anyway. Hi, buddy. We have to go bathroom? Anyway, so...
He's going to answer you, Chantal. Oh, go to the door and see if he needs to use the... I don't even have a dog, and I know, just like common sense, you'd expect him to answer you, then say, yes, I have to use the bathroom. Like, just get up and go to the door and see if he needs to go outside. She is so fucking lazy. Do you think that dog shit inside because she wouldn't get up? Possibly.
Then the woman says, well, you should let us pass and then do the suitcase. Like, you know, and then I heard them kind of arguing after that. Like, she's like, I have a kid, you know, and he's like, I know. And then that's kind of just where they stopped arguing. But I find arguments can erupt on planes, you know, like the reclining, to recline or not recline. And hold on, I think he wants some poutine. He's giving me the guiltiest look. No. He's like,
that's how you look when Salah answers the door and you're hiding and he's got the food in his hands and he closes the door and you're like, like, it's the same. It's that's what makes this funny.
sir?
That poor dog.
I don't know how you dog owners do it, man. I'm a cat person any day. Anyways, so, and all of these problems arise on planes from these unwritten social rules. You ever notice that? Like what's the rule for reclining, for example? You know, it's people, there's this unwritten social rule that you don't recline during meal service. You don't recline if the person is kind of, you know, going to be suffocated by it. You feel bad to recline, even though in your right, your chair does recline. You know, so there's arguments about that. Now, for this situation as well, in a way, I was thinking, who's in the right? Because technically, I see both sides, you know. To me, it depends. I think you should hurry and put your luggage up. If you're holding up a whole line of people, you should move aside. And given that she had a kid, I get it. But at the same time, she should have been nicer about it. Like, could you please move aside?
I would have just tapped the guy on the shoulder and said, excuse me, can you mind if I just pass real quick? And that was it. That's all I would have done.
And I've noticed that sometimes what you say is not as important as how you say it. So, and I've learned that because I have a poor delivery sometimes with what I want to say. Yeah. You guys know that. So I'm trying to be nicer person and deliver my message in a nicer way, because people, the minute you become defensive or snappy or rude, people tend to listen less to what you have to say.
No kidding. And that's a great still. No kidding, Chantal. If you like are nicer to people, generally they're nicer back, and you'll have more of a positive response or outcome. But, you know, that's logical, and you don't really subscribe to that channel, are you?
So it's a really big deal, you know. I'm gonna definitely be saving some of this because
as soon as this
it is quite salty off, and I love salt, but it's salty and big, you know, and doesn't take much to get sick of it a bit. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
There's literally no nutritional value in anything she's eating. It's just fat, sodium, and carbs. There is like zero nutritional value in this, Chantal. That's what you have to ask yourself when you make a meal. What's the nutritional value in this? Is this a good meal or a bad meal? This is not a meal. This is just gorging for gorging's sake. I hate to break it to you, but this is not going to sustain you for any amount of time. You're just going to feel sick.
Think about that. Who's in the wrong? The guy? The woman? Both? But I just wanted to show you guys one of the things I crave so much about this food. What foods I usually eat here. And I will admit, a part of me struggles with returning to Canada for trips because I have all that comfort food I think of when I come back. What I'm trying to do is not overdo it. Enjoy the pleasures I have, you know, with food here, but just try to control myself. That's neither here
Have you been controlling yourself?
nor there. It's not the topic of today's video, but yeah, anyway, I digress. So, yeah, I'm going to put the rest of this away for later. And, I just want to show you, like I said, some restaurants, some foods that are...
Honey, we've seen you eat this poutine about 30 times. There's nothing new about this. This is just for you to have it and to make a video out of it. Don't act like this is new. Like even your newbiezers have seen this.
Are, you know, good memories for me, you know, back home here. And there's a lot of really good restaurants that I want to show you. Good food that I want to show you. So yeah, but let me know your thoughts below about the plane situation. I was wondering, I said, you know what, I'm going to ask the Beezers that because I'm curious to see what you guys think. There's a lot of these weird social situations on the plane, you know, it's like, there's just so much going on a plane, and the social part of it is, you know, spending 13 and a half hours with people all crammed into a sardine can, a tube in the sky. You got to, you know, there's social rules you got to just kind of follow. Some are written, some are not, you know. So it's just an interesting experience for sure. I overall had a pretty, it wasn't bad. It wasn't, you know, too stressful. And I had the 2 seats. I think from now on...
Why is she hiding behind the poutine?
I'm going to get 2 seats because, you know, it's...
Spoiler, the way home was 1 seat only. Yeah, she said that in her video.
It's just, even if I were thin and I didn't need the extra room wouldn't be nicer. Even if you're thin, I think everyone likes having a seat free beside them. You don't like sitting beside a stranger elbow to elbow for 13 and a half hours on a plane. You know, it's just, if you have an extra seat beside you, you just have...
Why didn't you just fly it like a business class? Just get a business class seat. Yeah, it's more expensive, but you won't have to buy 2 seats and you'll have a lot more comfort, you know?
More room, you have more comfort to just spread out a bit more, and you don't have to be neck and neck with someone, and it's just more pleasurable. I don't know, unless you really love sitting beside someone, but I think most people like to have that extra privacy too. So yeah, but overall I had a pretty good experience this time. I am like tired from the time changes and just blah blah blah, but I don't feel like I've been hit by a truck, you know. I wore compression socks on the plane, so I wasn't worried too much about sitting for that long and getting blood clots or things. But I, overall had a pretty good trip, and it was probably one of the better trips in terms of stress. And I didn't have that long of a layover in Doha this time. By the time I got to my gate, that was it. They were boarding, so I didn't have very long at all in between. So yeah. I guess that's about it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you love poutine. If you're from the area, let me know if you love this poutine. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
And that's the best poutine in Cornwall, Ontario, because they're also known for poutine and pizza. Next time you go to Cornwall, make sure you try out their world famous pizza. Sure. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching with me. It's Chantal eating poutine in her mom's living room, like on a Tupperware bin. It's what you expect, right? We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and by the way, again, a reminder tonight for our members, 7 o'clock, we'll be watching a fun little movie on the Discord server. So I hope to see you guys then. Bye.